What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra JFS back at it with another video. It's chilling like a rock star villain. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. If you want to buy a badass t-shirt, I will put a link to it in the comments. It's the Power to the People shirt. Rocking some Dreamer glasses, very retro. Speaking of dreamers, I dream of a world where black power and white power can just get along. It's not about white or black, it's about power to the people. That's why I call it people power, because the power is in our hands to change it. So I do have a Bud Light. I bought 2 of these last night, and I wanted to save one for today to toast to Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. That's what's up. It is, it's January 16th. So join me today in fighting the fight against racism and sexism like we do every day. It doesn't have to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day to do it. Because the power is in our hands to change it. And pour some out for Martin Luther King Jr. See, I'm down for the cause, 100%, man. Because I ask myself as a white person, how would it feel if I was in their shoes? I'd hate it. If some trigger-happy black cop shot me because he didn't like whiteys. If the system systematically started hating white people, I'd fucking hate it. So when you're seeing like pop culture today where it's all like bullying straight white cisgendered people and people are sick of it because it just seems like overdrawn, I hear both sides of that argument. Us straight white cisgendered folks have been real assholes to everyone else. So what do? You know, if it takes the next 600 years of my people getting oppressed to satisfy the crowds, so be it. But I guarantee you it's not going to be nearly anywhere as bad as the oppression that blacks have had to face. Nowhere near. Now I'm checking my white privilege at the door by saying that. That's just what it is, dude. But since Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, it's only gotten slightly worse. All these fucking mass shootings, George Floyd getting killed, people using the money they make from Black Lives Matter and corrupting an organization that had potential to do so much good. You got the assholes in BLM who are pointing laser pointers at cops and then calling it a peaceful protest. All that does is just make the BLM look bad, you know, and that's uncalled for in my opinion. Now, the reason why Black Lives Matter is an organization is because black people have been systematically oppressed for like the last 600 plus years. You get killed just for being black, and that's honestly shit in my opinion. There are people out there who've been killed for just being a witch. You know, with the Salem witch trials and shit like that. There are people out there who've been killed just for being Jewish with the Holocaust and shit. The world we live in is so miserably fucked. The world we live in They're so miserably fucked. People make fun of me because I'm going bald, or that I haven't had pussy in 5 years. Quite frankly, I don't care. There are bigger problems in the world. Sexism and racism has only gotten worse because now the other side, it's called revenge sexism and revenge racism. It's what it's called. You can't call it reverse, because if it was reverse racism, then it wouldn't be racist at all. Okay, so I see what society's trying to label it as, but I'd call it revenge, because wouldn't you want revenge if your people have been fucked with for centuries? But the cool thing about 2023 YouTube is that a black man can now run for president. We had a half black man by the name of Barack Obama, and that's most definitely what's up. I voted for Obama. So like, it has gotten better to a point, but it still hasn't. Like in Martin Luther King Jr.'s time, a black man could not run for president. So they would look at you like, man, you've been smoking too many jazz cigarettes. Black flame to light my green smoke. So that's cool to an extent, that it has gotten better. But there's still room for improvement. There always is, YouTube. Now, what irks me about the assholes who are ruining it for BLM is, if you are a fellow black person and you're screwing over, I'm not saying anything, I'm white, I know what I am, I see my skin tone, dude, fuck off. Okay? Is knowing that you, as a black person, you have all this money you're making from BLM, and you have a chance to help change it for the black community, and what do? You run with that fucking money, and you waste it on rims and frivolous shits, instead of putting it back into your own community. Excuse me. Ooh. That 4 Aces pipe tobacco's rough, but it gets you by in a pinch. A lot of people are saying to themselves, hey, I'm not racist. So you donate all this money to Black Lives Matter because you want to make a change in the world. And then you come to find out that certain people in charge took advantage of your situation. And it just made, So I didn't want to believe it. I did not want to fucking believe it. I felt like, wow. That if the assholes who fucked over Black Lives Matter and took all that money were as white as I am, you'd never hear the end of it, dude. Now, regardless of what you say, I support Black Lives Matter. At its roots, it's a good cause. Now, I do not say all lives matter, because some lives just don't matter. But some lives do matter. So that's why I say hashtag some lives matter. Saying all lives matter, you know what I'm saying, is insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Since I'm rocking my Ozzy shades, I want to quote Ozzy Osbourne's Dreamer. It's a beautiful song. Without each other's hope, there ain't no help. Without each other's help, there ain't no hope for us. With all this anger, with all this anger, when will all this anger, hate, and bigotry be gone? There we go. So I got tongue twisted. The dream of fantasy is thinking that one day society will pull its head out of its ass and start thinking like King Cobra JFS. Okay? As long as you're not a sicko, who cares? It's pretty straightforward. I don't judge people based off of nothing but two things: their character and whether or not they were a decent person. And that's pretty straightforward. And that's the way it should be, but that's not how it is. The society we live in is incredibly ass backwards, YouTube. Society loves to preach body positivity, healthy at any size, but you're still getting ads on YouTube for, hey, fat ass, lose some, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You just gotta love your body for the way it is. If you can't change it, cool. If you can, then that's your choice. And that's all I'm gonna say. And what the fuck is up with this transracial bullshit? Don't even know. Don't even get me started. So all the white people who complain about the microaggression and how the system is starting to systematically oppress whites for the crap they pulled in the 50s, well, what do you do? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't fix the situation. It just creates more segregation and more tension. You know what I say to my fellow white people? Suck it up and deal with it. Could you imagine being sprayed by a fire hose just because you're straight, white, and cisgendered? You'd fucking hate it. You'd be like, hey man, that's just, it's how it is. I saw this new Scooby-Doo spinoff called Velma, and I watched the 2 episodes. The racial swapping didn't bother me because it is what it is. It's a creative way to rewrite a classic. However, some people are going to feel like it's forced. You know what I'm saying? Like they're forcing all these modern woke narratives just to appease a small group of people kind of thing. And I'm like, who cares? It's 2023. It's a cartoon. You watch it or you don't watch it. People are going to make a bigger deal about it than they need to. I liked it. I thought it was a good. What? Watching Velma and Daphne kiss, it was just like, whoa, now that's a little spicy. Yeehaw. And like how Shaggy in like the original Scooby-Doo is a total pothead, but like Norville in this Scooby-Doo spinoff is totally against drugs, even though marijuana is not a drug, it's a plant. Drugs are something you manufacture in a goddamn factory. Drugs are human made. Marijuana is a plant. It starts off as a seed. You plant the seed, you cultivate it, and it grows into a beautiful flower. Then you pluck the flower, dry it out a little bit, grind it up, and smoke it. She'll do it, man. But yeah, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Just want to say, hope you're all having, an awesome Monday. Keep rocking the free world, man. Power to the people. This is the only beer that I have to my name, and I'm cool with that. I am cutting down on my drinking. However, I gotta have one for Martin Luther King Jr. That's most definitely what's up, dude. No, seriously, if a KKK member went to like the blackest part of California with like nothing to defend himself but his words, he'd probably get the shit kicked out of him. Just saying. And rightfully so, because The KKK sucks. Look at them KKK wizards, and I'm like, Avada Kedavra, motherfucker. Gonna hang them goddamn sheets from the trees to dry out. Yes. Well, look, there's a list of reasons, YouTube, but like the KKK is one of many reasons why white people in today's society have a crappy name. Not sorry for saying it, dude. That's just the truth. The thing people have to realize is that not all white, straight, cisgendered people are racist, sexist, and homophobic and transphobic. And there's a lot of fucked up shit that ruins it for a lot of good people, so it is what it is. It's just part of living in our society anymore. Assuming that all white people are racist, man, that's a racist statement. But you know what? I'm not here to talk like that because it's not the time for that. You can't ask questions without offending someone. Like, you ask questions like, how is it racist? Please educate me. What are your thoughts? And it's like, instead of answering that with, you know what I'm saying, their deal, fucking, you know, you ask, those are the tough questions that people don't want to answer. If we're not willing to have a discussion about this, then change isn't going to happen. John Lennon's Imagine. A brotherhood of human. I would sing those songs, but I might get copyright strike because the headphones play it out loud. That is, the N word is racist, then black people should not be allowed to say it either. You want to talk about racial equality? I acknowledge I'm a white person dropping N-bombs left and right trying to sound gangster. It just sounds annoying as shit. Or when they're dropping it in like a racial context, you just want to, you know, that's one of those cracker moments. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Because black people have an N-word moment. Chris Rock said it. You know, us white folks get that shit too. Let me explain. You know, when one of your white friends is doing like dumbest shit, you take them out to the club to hang out with your interracial group of people that you know that you're super tight with, and fucking they get drunk and they, you know, they start acting a little racist and getting crazy, and you're just sitting there going, I don't know this cracker. No, I do not. I do not know this cracker. Took off the shade so I could look at my iTunes because I wanted to jam some fucking Aussie. His last two albums I donated were the Prince of Darkness album and Patient Number 9. Yes. Made good use of my iTunes gift cards that I got for the holidays. And I'm glad I did that because the Prince of Darkness album's got a couple of songs that I never heard that I actually really like. Bloody good. Including like the original demo for Mama I'm Coming Home, which it sounds similar but it's different. It's more raw, you know. But Kanye West, not trying to be a dick, but Kanye West has said some really fucking dumb shit. Just dumbass cracker shit. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? When I heard Kanye West say that slavery don't exist, I was just like, wow. Could you imagine if Eminem's white ass acted like this, dude? Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, you know, because Kanye West is allegedly schizophrenic or some shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, not everything they're firing up, you know? So we've all had those moments. Even there are a lot of black people listening to Kanye West dumb shit going, is this cracker for real? And like, you know what really pisses me off about the whole thing anymore is you can't support Trump without being labeled some kind of racist or sexist, you know. Obama's family gets a white dog. Nobody screams about racism. They're just like, oh, that's the cutest fucking dog ever. Holy shit. But Trump's family gets a white dog, and it's automatically because they're racist. I'm like, that's what we call race baiting. I would like to get to a point in our society where minorities and everyone else are no longer victims and they have equality. As long as you ain't a sicko and you have equality to us straight, white, cisgendered men, awesome. And on top of that, we got to stop demonizing people just because you're straight, white, or cisgendered or male. That's bullshit. You want to channel this social aggression towards each other into something more like positive to hate? Why don't you have a seat? Yeah. Also, check out Anxiety Wars. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. How the fuck did we go from Chris Hansen's "Why don't you have a seat" to some asshole trying to normalize it? Like, no, no, stop, nope, bleh. Like, okay, you want to be transgender? You want to have pronouns? You want to be gay, straight, lesbian, LGBTQIAA plus, whatever? Fine. But that's where we gotta draw the line, people. The second you start trying to identify as like trans species or transracial or trans disabled or transplant, I mean, where does it end? You know, I'm not trying to be that guy because I totally support LGBTQIAA plus, and I hate sickos. And when I see sickos taking advantage of our super woke culture and trying to brainwash people with stupid arguing points, I'm like, okay, yeah, some people deserve equality and some people just don't, dude. That's how it is. And it doesn't matter what race the person is. If you're a sicko, then fuck you. You know, that's what I have to say to that. But like every time they catch a fucking sicko on like the Catch a Predator, it's always some creepy white dude. That is like some seriously horrible bad PR for whites everywhere. I'm like, nope. Nope. You know, and it's how the society does this shit. It's all social manipulation to make us think like certain things, stereotypes, you know? They do the same thing with black people, so don't get it twisted. Blech. I fucking hate sickos, dude. Like, there's so much fucking crap wrong with our society. I'm fucking over it, dude. To be honest. And you hear it in the news on YouTube all the time. People are talking about it and just inserting their talking points. And it gets to a point where I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Hold on 1 second. Shut off the internet for a couple hours. Listen to some Ozzy Osbourne. Crack open a beer. Get some Delta 8 or whatever the fuck you know, and fucking chill out for the afternoon and just vibe. Here's the thing of it. Racism, I feel like, is a personal choice. You know, I feel like racism is a personal choice, and it's also influenced by your life and how you grow up and the people around you. You can disagree with me. This is the internet. That is your choice. Well, my phone's going off, but I'm busy progressively trying to change the world for the better. The phone's about to die. I need to charge that bitch. Anyways, that being said, okay, if you're friends with a racist, people automatically assume that you yourself are also racist. And I feel like that's kind of unfair because there are a lot of blacks and whites who are just in the middle of all of this going, hey man, we just want to smoke some fucking weed and chill out. We don't want drama or fucking trouble or any of it, you know. At least play this one. Gazing through the window at the world outside, wondering will Mother Earth survive? Hoping that mankind will stop abusing her sometime. After all, there's only just the two of us. Ladies and gentlemen, live. The Iron Man and the Antichrist. Watching all of history repeat itself time after time. I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. No, even though I want to play John Lennon's Imagine, I don't want to risk copyright. So, yeah, I'll just stick to this one for the video. So, you could just so the video doesn't get taken down, man. Because I'm on a roll right now, dude. Excuse me. 2 blunts and hit the bomb. We get high like Cheech and Chong's. A roll, roll, smoke that tumbleweed. I totally forgot what the fuck I was just gonna say too. Total brain fart. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now I remembered. Honestly, Martin Luther King Jr. was a badass dude. I don't quite frankly give a shit if he was a Jesus freak, as I famously said on my channel. I don't care if he worshiped Jesus. You know, that's the quote in this song that I like about Dreamer is, it doesn't matter if your higher power is God or Jesus Christ. It doesn't really matter much to me. Without each other's help, there ain't no hope for us. I'm living in a dream of fantasy. The sun go down like every one of us. I'm hoping that the dawn will bring a sign, a better place for those who will come after us this time. I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. Oh yeah. This is one of our I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. Oh yeah. Your higher power made me God of Jesus Christ. It doesn't really matter much to me. Without each other's help, there ain't no hope for us. I'm living in a dream of fantasy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sponsored break by Tactical Soap. Link description box. Coupon code KingCobra below. From the makers of the best, the most badass. Because you're gonna boast when you wear this, dude. Okay, Tactical Soap is the business. It is a cold cut, all natural, pheromone infused soap. It's cold cut, all natural, designed to attract the of age ladies. Okay. Trust and mother believe. I would totally, if Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, right now, I would hand that man some Tactical Soap and be like, my dude, your wife is going to love the way you smell, dude. Guarantee it. Word, what kind of black magic is this? I'm like, this is the real deal, dude. You look like God who wore beard oil for that sweet stash of yours? Yeah, buddy. You be smelling fresh. And here's the best part. Tactical Soap has now released a body butter for men to keep our skin moisturized and smelling sexy for the of-age ladies. Yeah. Use coupon code KingCobra to get 15% off your next order. They now have a cologne, they have a body butter, and they have a Tactical Soap. And their soap smells amazing. They come in 3 different categories: Bond, Maverick, and Durden. They're all named after James Bond, Top Gun, Maverick, and Durden from Fight Club. And yeah, just from various men that I've handed out bars to, and from my own personal experience, women just love the way it smells. So check out coupon code KingCobra, and with that affiliate link, you make me some cheddar, save you some cheddar, and make you and me both smell better. You feel what I'm saying? There's been a struggle for men for many of ages to smell irresistible to women. You know, when you see the Axe commercials and women just flock to that dude. If you want that effect that's subtle but it's there, women pick up on it, they like it. You know, you check out that Tactical Soap. You got it, dude. It's awesome. I'm fixing to order me some after a bit. Get some money saved up. And I might have to get some of that body butter too, so I can see how it do. And the body butter is gonna mimic the yeah. As the Facebook ad famously said, other soaps will get you clean, but this soap will get you dirty. I like that because all is fair in love and war. The soap does get you clean. It's all natural, but by dirty, it's got pheromones that attract of age women. It is a pheromone soap designed to help you get laid. Now, it does not guarantee you'll get laid, but it does guarantee you'll have that advantage, you know? Because you got guys who rely on their looks and their huge muscles and their huge cock and a shit ton of money to make it happen. But what about us average Joe Schmoes? I mean, sure, I play guitar and I can sing. That's cool. But I'm going bald. And I got that autistic, creepy face. You know, so most women who don't know who I am as King Cobra JFS are going to be turned off unless they're into that, you know. It just depends on your type, I guess. As somebody who's been rejected by every woman I've liked since the 4th grade, I've still gotten some because I can pull strings when I pull them, you know. I consider myself very lucky. 9 of age, cisgendered, alive, consenting, non-related women ain't bad. It's very modest for a man my age. You know, it's not something I brag about because that's just, you know, that mentality if you gotta brag about how much sex you have, you know. As a dude, it's just not a good look because women who brag about it get called sluts, and that's kind of unfair. But if dudes try to get it, we get called simps. So you see how society works with that. Yeah. I'm telling you, when I wear the tactical soap products, women notice me, dude. I don't gotta throw some shitty pickup line. You like Harry Potter? You want to see my basilisk? Yeah, can I slither into your DMs? No. Or like, hey, you like guitar players? I'd rock your world. Yeah. No, I got pickup lines for days that are like just cheesy like that. You know, they're not over the top perverted. They're just like dad joke status, you know. Because if you're going to use pickup lines on chicks, you don't want to be like obnoxiously perverted with it. Because a lot of women are just as perverted as men. But society has taught women that if you publicly display, like men, that you're equally as perverted, you're seen as unladylike. And I'm like, that is some sexist bullshit. It's led to a culture where women cannot laugh at farting because it's seen as unladylike. And I'm like, psh. Ugh. Which is why we have comedians like Amy Schumer. This is a side. I watched a stand-up bit from Amy Schumer, Criteria 2009, and she was making jokes about women going through some fucked up shit in college, and I was offended. No, like, okay, side note. I saw a female making jokes about women getting raped in college, and I was offended. I'm like, and then people are telling me, okay, if you don't laugh at Amy Schumer, you're a sexist. And I'm like, okay, but then if I laugh at her, I support. You know, I mean, how am I supposed to win on that, dude? That was such, oh, dude. Fuck rape. I don't give a fuck, dude. I would sacrifice all the tactical soap in the world to end sickos and rape and shit. A can crush for Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah. Wash that down with some hydration juice. Okay, I mean, like if Amy Schumer was making jokes about farts, I'd laugh because I think farting is funny, but like forcing it on someone when they don't want it, regardless, is like the number one. No. It goes against my religion, the satanic 11 rules of the earth. Never give sex to someone without consent and never hurt small children. Those are two separate rules, my friends. So I do hope Satan be with you on your journey today, and dark blessings for those of you who deserve them. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, check out Tactical Soap, dude. I love wearing it. Women I've crushed on in the past have openly commented I smell good when I wear it. You know, the comments like, shit, Josh, you're wearing your soap again. God damn it. So, yeah, Tactical Soap does even the playing field. But if you're an inhuman piece of shit, and then, you know, I want to give you the keys to attracting the opposite sex, fellas. Okay, you don't gotta be able to grow magnificent, scruffy facial hair or have big ass biceps. You don't gotta have the hugest cock or be the best looking dude. Those things, they add, they help, but a lot of women who chase that and then complain because men are shallow for liking big boobs. I'm like, okay, all this issue is going beyond. It's just flat out hypocrisy, is what it is. But we're not going to get into that. And the way I look at it, you shouldn't, like, when it comes to dating, as long as you're not a sicko, you shouldn't preference shame. As long as you're not a sicko, who cares? You know, because we've all got preferences. Let me finish this song here in a bit. Kind of space it out through the video so they're not like, oh, Cobra, we don't care if you're one of Ozzy's biggest fans. Copyright strike. But here's the thing of it: the tactical soap's only going to get you so far if your personality sucks. You know what I'm saying? But the soap does work. You know, it just doesn't work like you think it does for legality reasons. You cannot just make a pheromone product that makes women want to fuck you on the spot right then and there. They don't care who sees it or who watches. That would be super dangerous and, yeah, morally wrong. So they took that effect and they dialed it down to a more appropriate where it's subtle. You see what I'm saying, YouTube? It's subtle. The effects of tactical soap are subtle enough. It works, it gets her attention, but then it's not overpowering. You know what I'm saying? That's why I consider it a gentleman's soap. Because if you're a dude, you're trying to get laid and you don't want to be like super obvious about it, and you also want to be discreet and gentlemanly about it, kind of thing, you know. But believe me, you don't want to be obvious about that shit, fellas. I'm telling you right now, this is a side rant. Because when men are trying to get laid, it's so obvious. The look of desperation on their face, like a toy dog jumping for a biscuit. Now, as a man, you gotta take back that responsibility of, you know what? Now, if you try too hard to get laid, you're giving women way too much power. So then they'll make you do meaningless, demeaning shit to like earn their affection. And you can get mad at it, but that's the game, YouTube. That is the goddamn game and how it plays. There are top tier dudes out there who are slaying puss every night, and I guarantee you, at the end of the night, they're miserable because they don't have a solid relationship. You know, and you might be able to bang like the hottest chicks out there, and it'd be fun for a bit, but then eventually you get sick of it because it's not solid. It's not a real relationship. And what sucks about it is that men were celebrated for that. You know, it's what it is. Like, it's almost expected of men. Like, if you can't get laid, you're a little, you know what I'm saying? We get demasculated because we can't get it. Whereas women, if they do get it, they get slut shamed. If they try to get it, they're encouraged. And it is what it is. I'm getting off track from the originality of the video. Circle back to the topic of the video. That's kind of how it works for like races and shits. It depends on the time period. Certain people get away with certain things, and it's all designed to systematically keep us continually oppressed in various forms, whether it be a micro oppression or like, wow, that's just messed up. It's all psychologically done to fuck with us, YouTube. That's all I'm saying. Check out that tactical soap. My guitar is so nice. Got another Mountain Dew in the fridge later. Yeah, good old Dew, Mountain Dew it. You remember Volt back in the day? I miss that soda pop. It's got the BC Rich Warlock out. Random guitar shred. Where we could all just find serenity. It would be nice if we could live as one. When will all this anger, hate, and bigotry be gone? I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. Right now, as I'm recording this video, I'm just a dreamer. I can hear Ozzy in my headphones. You can't hear it out loud. When I play it back, you're going to hear the song out loud. Okay. I'm just a dreamer who Yeah, the 60s and 70s had their, got some really fucked up shit happened, you know? Fucking John Lennon was assassinated, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And it's just those moments in time that just kind of take away, you know, something good from the world. You know, it is what it is, YouTube. I kind of dived off topic from the rants to sell some tactical soap and just speak some truths, you know. Tactical soap's the business, man. Check that out. It don't matter what your skin color is, man. If you're an of age male and you want to attract an of age female, check out that tactical soap. Yeah. That's how you do it, YouTube. How long is this bloody video? Almost 52 minutes long. Really pushing with the vocal strikes on YouTube. Will it load? Probably not. It is what it is. Anyways, YouTube, I'll catch you later, man. And power to the people.